Higher education is important for many reasons. People move throughout their professional lives and their careers. We know that they're changing fields over time much more often than in the past. Shasta College is one of 116 community colleges in 73 districts spread throughout the state. We are in far northern California, just outside the town of Redding, a city of about 90,000 people. We serve a geographic area, several counties, over 10,000 square miles, and around 270,000 residents. When we found over 600 people in a 5-year period who had 60 plus units but no degree, no credential, that made it clear that we really should be trying to reach out to these people, trying to figure out, do they already have a degree they earned that just never got awarded for whatever reason? Through evaluating their transcripts, confirmed that they'd already completed all the work required for a degree, but had not either applied for that degree or perhaps applied for a different degree that they hadn't completed all the work for and didn't realize that they were qualified for a different degree. So after confirming that, then we could reach out to those students and inform them, you've done all the work for this degree. You're actually a completer. We want to award it to you. Is there any reason you don't want this degree? And basically everyone, why wouldn't they want the degree when they'd already done the work for it? And then we identified several hundred more out of those 630 or so that were very close. Many of them had just not met a local requirement of a computer information systems course or test that showed they were computer literate. Around 70 or so folks were able to just demonstrate. We had their high school transcripts that showed they had a computer class in high school that met the requirement. So boom, another 72 people were able to get degrees. For a significant portion of the numbers of people who had 60 plus units but no degree, the one thing they were missing was proof of this requirement being met. And so it's kind of this added barrier for our local requirements. It wasn't a statewide requirement for degrees, it's just something we had in place. We worked with our internal faculty, and they decided that old requirement that was put in place when perhaps computers were newer, that they were willing to get rid of that requirement for our local degrees that we grant. So now we're in the process of reaching out to even more people to where perhaps they can have their degrees because that requirement has now changed. That just happened back in 2020, right before really the pandemic hit, and it's a great tool to not only looking back into the past, but into the future, helping prevent this barrier from preventing student success.